What's up, guys? Adam Patterson, of course, and I want to talk about the progress and process of moving from setting goals to creating the systems and the processes which will then help you to achieve those goals. Earlier in my life and in my working career, I always set goals for what I wanted margin to be, amount of customers landed, revenue, loads moved in terms of freight. And prior to that, I would set goals when I worked at Enterprise Rent a Car when I was a management trainee, per se. And I would say, this is what I want my TAR to be. This is what I want my average penetration to be in terms of the percentage that you sell at. And my gas, everything that we had to actually sell when I was a management trainee or offer to customers, particularly, I always set goals for it. And as I've gotten older and after starting this business and being in this business for about 2 years now, since the inception of it, I've changed from setting goals to creating systems that will continue to achieve and compound on the goals that I set. So in the initial beginnings, I said I wanted to hit 1 million in revenue in my first year. I did 1.8. And then I changed and I said I wanted to do 7 million in my second year here. And throughout my second year, I have changed from I just need to hit 7 million to what's the systems and the processes that I follow that are going to have me hit 7 million, and can they be replicated outside of me? Because this business needs to grow. I cannot be the only person inside of it operating it and doing the daily when I grow to be a larger business. Because in my next year, obviously I'm still going to set goals, but I want them to be 20 million, 25 million, 15 million per se. I just want to double year over year. And with the trajectory that we're on for this year, 7 million is very doable. It's absolutely right in the wheelhouse. And what I have noticed is now I'm just creating systems. So what are the things that I did each day that helped me hit 1.8 million in my first year? Write them down. Can they be replicated throughout myself? Can I do them again to help me hit 7 million? What will help me hit 7 million? What are the actions that I need to take on a daily basis that are going to help to have me hit 7 million by the end of a year? And what you start to do is think in processes and systems for how you got to 1.8 and how you got to where I'm about to be headed right now, which is about 5 to 6. And you can take those things and you can not dilute them down, but define them down to exactly the steps that you took that got you there. And what you start to see when you start to put it on paper is that you've built a system. You may have not known it in the first place. I certainly didn't, but I have a system in place now that I work every single day, and that continues to compound more and more. I have current customer growth. I have new customer acquisition, and those are really the only two things that we have. But current customer growth in terms of load count and revenue and margin, because that comes with it, new customer acquisition process and how to secure it all, and then how to deliver, and then how to gain more customers off of your current customers. So there's really 3 ways that I grow right now, which is current customer growth, new customer acquisition, and then customer referrals. So it's growing my current customers, asking for new ones from them, and then going out and cold starting on new potential prospects or customers. Those are the 3 ways that I grow right now. And I have a system for each of those things. I have a system for growing my current business. I have a system for asking for referrals or gaining referrals without being asked. And then I have a system for new and cold prospecting. And from there, there's growth and it just compounds on itself. And then there's systems for the operations. There's system for delivery. There's system for back end administration. There are systems all throughout that I have been working without actually knowing there were systems because I had to figure it out along the way. So when you start, you'll start by setting goals and you'll start by saying, how do I get one step closer to my goal? What are the actions that I need to take today? And then you'll start to see that over time, you replicate the actions. And then once you replicate the action, you've actually built a process and a system. And then you just have to document it. And then it's a documented system that you can then plug and play somebody else into instead of just being yourself, which is exactly where I'm headed to next. Take care, guys.